So they're saying you don't actually have to buy a magazine or have a magazine to fire. And then you also don't necessarily need to purchase a magazine with a rifle. You can see how they had twisted the logic to come to the conclusion that the PLCA is not applying to this type of firearm magazine and this type of part. In their petition, KCI goes on to point out that in this particular case, the lower court correctly cited to the prior District of Nevada opinion, holding that a bump stock was a component part of a firearm under the PLCAA. In that case, Prescott, the court defined component as meaning an essential constituent part, and as such, a bump stock was a component part of a firearm since rifle stocks, which included bump stocks, are necessary for a rifle to fire. Relying on Prescott, the lower court held in this case that since the rifle at issue can technically fire a single round without a magazine inserted, a magazine must not be essential to the rifle's use, and thus not a component part under the PLCAA. Under the court's logic, a bump stock is actually a component part protected by the PLCAA, but a magazine in an AR-15 is not a component part and therefore is not protected because they argue a magazine is not necessary to fire a single round. Under that logic, you could argue that bump stocks and really any stocks are not a component part because you don't have to have a stock on an AR-15 to fire it.